Hello and how are you? My name is Mahindo Mubarak and welcome to our 20th lecture of creating a complete hotel management system. As you know, we always do 30 minutes. I'll go ahead and start our timer. Without wasting much time, let's go straight into our today's business. So in the previous lecture, we stopped at the level whereby we could log in administrator. Let me log in again as administrator. And then the administrator should be able to update the order. So let me go ahead and log in here as administrator. Let me first find out what is the administrator's credentials. HotelPro, met users. Let me get the administrator's credentials and then go ahead and log in as administrator. So let me go ahead and log in as administrator. So there I go. I've logged in as administrator. I go to my dashboard and then you go to our room bookings, and then we're at this level where we wanted to come here to update room, and we click on the update room. See that all the information about the room will be there. So update the room booking, all information about the room booking will be there. So right now we want to work on the logic of accepting the request or disabling the request or closing the request. That's what we want to work on right now. So we have to first work on the submission, like when you submit, what should happen. So right now let's go ahead and refresh. So if I come here, I go ahead and put, for example, the room customer phone number for the room, who is booking the room. Here I've already selected the room and the customer already selected. I go ahead and enter maybe the email of the customer, test customer at gmail.com, and then go ahead and enter the number of adults. So I can say maybe 1 adult, maybe 2 adults, and then I go ahead and enter the number of children, maybe 1, and then enter the date when the check-in day should begin. So I go ahead and begin by entering that date. So I can click here and they say maybe the check-in should begin today. Okay, I go ahead and put the check-in should begin today, and then I go ahead and put when the check-in should end. So I can go ahead and put here the number of days. Maybe say this person is going to spend there 3 days. Okay, and then we go ahead and say maybe this order has been confirmed. All right, so let's go ahead and pay the amount paid. We can put maybe 0, or let's say maybe this person has paid that amount. And then the payment method, we can make this one a drop down. By the way, we shall make this one a drop down. I can say, for example, mobile money, or can say maybe cash, and then go ahead and put the reference numbers. Okay, the reference number for the payment, or maybe the receipt number, something like that. So after doing so, I'm going to submit this, and what we're going to do, we're going to receive this and see how we work with the logic of updating. So let's go back to our code. So we go to admin bookings create, and then we go where there is post method, where we do the post method. So it is here. So this is the place where we're checking if there is a post method. So what we're going to do, we're going to first check if there is an edit logic. If it is editing or submitting for the first time. Let's first remove all these things that were there in the other side. So to check if it is editing, what we shall do, we just simply check if there is an edit ID. Okay, so remember here we have an hidden name called edit. Okay, so we just simply check if there is an edit. If the edit is set. If it is set, I get the ID, and then I go ahead and get the room. So before we go even there, let's first see if we can reach this level. So I can just simply put here and say echo and say pre-tag, and then I go ahead and dump and then die. So let's see if we can reach at that level. So that is the case when someone is editing. Okay, so let's go ahead and check that. Sorry. All right, so let's go ahead and submit. So if you submit, you see we are able to get all the room information here. All right, so we're able to get all the room information there. So what we're going to do, we're going to see things that we can change when we're editing. So first things first, we're going to first get, let me first delete all these. Let me put a comment here and then paste the information there. So first things first, we're going to first get the room that is being edited, right? So I'll go ahead, let me first remove these things of data. I can just put this data and make it empty for the beginning. So there is no image, so I can remove this image. So after doing so, we're going to go ahead and get the room that is being edited first. I don't know whether we did it, but we can just do the whole logic and then update at once. All right, first of all, because we already have the ID, okay, so let's go ahead and start putting the data in this. So let's put some data, for example, the edit ID. Of course, this one you don't need it. We go ahead and get the room now, add the room ID. So go ahead and say the room ID is the one that has been updated with here, like this. All right, so after doing so, we proceed. We go to the customer ID. Okay, we put customer ID. It's the customer ID that is coming from here, and then you put also customer phone number. So get customer phone number there. All right, so after we put the customer email address, customer email. So next we put the number of adults, so the number of adults and the number of children. So that is done. So however, we're going to need this number of adults. All right, so to calculate the amount to be paid, okay, amount paid. Okay, we have to get the amount to be paid and the amount paid. All right, we're going to see that. All right, so let's go ahead and put the check-in date. That is the date when someone checked in, and then the checkout date. So the checkout date, we are going to compute it, okay, I mean the number of days, that is okay, and then the amount, I mean the order status, we put the order status, of course, and then the amount paid, we put also the amount paid. All right, and then the what, we put the payment method, and then the payment price. So now we have to compute the date when someone is getting out of this room. Okay, we have to compute the date when someone is has to get out of this room. So let's go ahead and first get the rows that are in the rows that are in the room booking. Okay, so come here to bookings and then come and collect these rows. I'll just copy them from top here. So after copying them, I'm just going to come here and just simply paste them here. Let's see if we have taken care of each. So the ID is okay, customer ID is okay, customer name is okay, customer phone number is okay, customer name is okay, room ID is okay, check-in date it's okay, number of days it's okay, I've already taken care of that. The checkout date, someone when it's supposed to check out. Okay, so the checkout date is going to be computed. So let's go ahead and get checkout date. Checkout date is going to be, so we get the date of today of check-in, and then we add the number of days, and this is how you do it. So by doing like that, we should be able to get the checkout date. Okay, let me show you. Come and refresh here. You see, so this is the checkout date. Okay, so it means that if we get how many days are these ones, if we get the number of days that someone placed in, and then we subtract the number of checkout date, you should be able to do what? To show. So it should be, if we subtract the number of check-in date, so let me show you the number of check-in date. Let me show you the check-in date, and you see, let's see this. All right, so if I refresh, you'll see, so 19, and then the number of days. Let me show you the number of days. The number of days, so 19 plus 2 days, the end day will be 22nd. Okay, so that's how you can see the number of days. All right, so that's how you can see the number of days. So we are going to see, going to put the logic of checking if this room is now occupied, or it is not occupied. So we have figured the checkout date. Now we can add it in our data like that. So this is how you check it out. You just say str time, and then you get the check-in date, and then say plus, then you put the number of days, and you add space, then days. By doing like that, it will be able to get to add the days on this date, and then give you the format in that. So I'm going to get today in this format. So I can just simply say today equals to that. That's how you get the today. All right, so we're going to check if today if today is less than you check if today is less than the checkout date. Check if today is greater than the check-in date, greater than the checkout date. So I want to see if this room to determine if room is available. So we just simply say if today is greater than the checkout date, then we can say alright, so we first check if today is greater than the checkout date, then you can just simply say the checkout date cannot be less than today. All right. So by doing so, now this one is not okay. If today is less than the checkout date, that means that someone has the room is now occupied. Okay, so if today is sorry, let me take this one again. If today is less than or equal to the checkout date, then we shall say the room is occupied. Then we shall say the room is occupied. But if today is greater than if today is greater than the checkout date, then we shall say the room is occupied. But if today is less than, wait, this logic is confusing me. If today is less than the checkout date, let's say today is let's give an example. For example, today is 19th August. Let me see here. have 19th, have 20, 21st, 22nd. Alright, so if the room will be occupied if today is this and the checkout date, for example, let me put for example here. And put for example here 18 August and put here 16 August. All right, now let's see. Now today, if today is this is less than the checkout date, let's say this one, then you see the room is occupied. But today, if today is greater than the checkout date, let's say the checkout date was 16, then it shall say the room is vacant now. Yeah, I now get it. So if today is less than or equal to the checkout date, the room status, just say here, let's say room status, room availability, make it to be nothing for the beginning. Okay, so if today is less than that, then we shall just simply say room availability is booked, else room is available. Yeah, that's fine now. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and see the status of the rooms. So we have admin, rooms, create, status of a room. So you have vacant, occupied. So let's use the words that we used here. So it's going to be occupied, and then here we say vacant, like this. Then we go ahead and get the room equals to, and then you just simply put db find from rooms, and then you get the room. Then we just update db update rooms, set rooms, and put here the room id, and then put availability. We don't need even to get the room, we can just simply say db update and then set room. So we put here the post room id, and then we update the room like that. So the room should now be set to be occupied at this point. Alright, so let's go ahead and also make the bookings. So I just simply say db update bookings, then I put the id of how we should update. I hope we pass the id, and then we pass the data that we should update with. So that is how we make a what? That's how we make a booking. I mean, that's how we make an update. So we update the room, I mean that the id, and then this accordingly. All right, so we have to calculate the money that have to be paid, and also the money that has been paid, so we can determine the balance. So we have the checkout, we have the number of children, the total price. So the total price is going to be total price. I hope we are together, guys. Hope we are together. Let's do this from top here. Here. Yep, here. All right, so now let's get the total price. The total price is going to be what? It's going to be a total price is equal to, we have to first get the room. Let's get the room first. So the room equals we go ahead and get the room. We go ahead and get the room. Let's first display what is in the data of the room. So I can just simply come here and say echo pre-tag, and then just simply dump the room, and then let's see what's in the room. So if I refresh, you'll see that in the room, but you're much more interested in the price. So what is the price of the room? The price is here, and it is vacant. So the price is there and it's vacant. So we go ahead and say room price equals to that room price, like that. So we put total price equals to number of days times also number of adults. Very good. Number of adults times number of days. How many adults are going to spend in the room, number of days in this. So I can just say if you have 2 adults, then it should maybe that amount of adults. So though some people don't consider the number of adults, then they just consider once. But anyway, so let's still go ahead and put and then die. So let's see that our price is equal to this one. Okay, so that is our total price. So let's go ahead, that's our total price. So let's go ahead and add it in our database. In our data, we add it like that, the total price. We proceed. The order status. The order status, of course, is going to be it has been received from the other side, order status. Okay, however, we can do this only maybe when the order status is what is approved or is confirmed. Anyway, so order status is that created. I've already finished that. Or maybe we can say created, that's already saved. So we proceed to the amount paid. That's already been added. Amount payment method, that's already been added. Reference payment status. So we check set paid if paid amount is equal to, and then I go and check if paid amount is greater than or equal to that, then we say paid, else not paid, else not paid. Yep, so yeah, so that's it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, so that's fine. You can pause the code there. You can pause and look at the code very carefully. All right, so we go ahead and do DB update. Yeah, so can I say today? Yeah, that's fine. DB update like that, and then you can say order was updated successfully. Order updated successfully, and then we take the user to admin bookings.php. Yep, so that is when we are editing. We're going to come back and do now when we are inserting. So let's go ahead and refresh. However, we can do, I think, all this logic on top, so it can be applicable as well when you're inserting, just like this. Just go ahead and copy everything here. And put on top here, as long as there's a post, so it can be applicable even when we are doing what? When we are inserting the data. Okay, so let's say created at. So the else part we shall be inserting so put the created at there, and then the else part we just insert instead. All right, yeah, so let's go and refresh. I think that's everything is now fine. Let's go and refresh. So order updated successfully, and you can see the order has changed to what? has changed to confirm. So if you come to the room, so where is the room? The room status, you can see here, it has been occupied. That's fine. So now it means that here I can come and update. All right. And then say, but it's going to spend there. Right, so some data is not showing. Some data is not showing. You're going to come to that and see why that could be like that. Let's refresh. Okay, so update. Let's figure why this data is not showing. So this is ID number 1. Let's go ahead and see if the data is actually there. So I'll come and refresh. So I can see the data is there. These are bookings. Number of adults are there, but it's not showing. So let's go ahead and fix that straight away. Why these things are not showing? So you have your occupied, customer phone number. Let's see if we have this customer phone number. It is there. So let's fix that. So customer phone number, why is it not showing? Come here. So we have name. Oh, we don't put the value. We don't put the value. This one here. Of if it's editing, it should do it. It should. If it's editing, you should go ahead and display the customer value there. Let's do the same here. 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 And let's do the same here. Is this already there? Okay. So let's do the same here. And let's do the same here. And let's do also the same here. I think now that's fine. So if I come and refresh, it should be able to display for me the default values, right? That's fine. So if I come now, say the number of stay 3. I mean the 3 adults. This room is of 100, so it's going to be 3 times 100, then times number of days, which is 3. It's going to be literally 9,000, which 900. Sorry. So you can see the total price has changed to 900. That is so good. That is so good. So what else do we need? What else do we need? We need now, let's see if we can create. Let's put the button of creating. An administrator should be able at least to create the room for themselves. All right. So let's go ahead and put the button of create, of maybe create a booking, create new booking. So if we can finish that, then we can say maybe that's good for today. All right, let's go ahead and put the button of create new room. Create new booking. So it's going to be much more like, let me go to the admin rooms, admin bookings. Okay, admin bookings, and then I go to where we have our table. So it is here. So I can just simply come and put the create button here. Add create button. It's going to be just a simple primary button for creating. Okay, so you can look at it there. So if you can, hope you can see that. So if I come and refresh, our button of create booking, it's here. So create booking. Let's see if the creating booking will work. So I'll do here some fake filler. So I submit. So it has created the booking successfully, and you can see it is working fine. It is working fine. Payment status is pending. So let's try to pay. So if I come here and say paid amount is 1,000, I should consider it paid because 1,000 is greater than 900. So let's see why the paying is not working. So payment status. So where are we checking it from? We're checking it from here. So we check amount paid. If it's greater than or equal to the total, then that is paid. Only I think we are not just updating this in the data. Yeah, that's fine. So I have to update in the data. That's why it was not working. So if I come and update here, submit. So it is marked as what? it's marked as paid. That is very fine. Yeah, so we shall concentrate on the user interface, improving the user interface later. For now, let us concentrate on delivering main logic. So it means that now the administrator has marked this one as what? As paid. So I think time is up. Let's start from there in the next lecture. We shall work at the emails, sending the customer an email that they have paid or their order has been confirmed. Work also on the side of the customer. Also, we see how we can make the whole thing better. Maybe lastly, we shall look also at how to sync the orders. Like if an order has reached its end, the room should be marked as free or as available room. So that's what we shall be doing in the next lecture. Alright, thank you for watching. See you in the 21st lecture. Goodbye.